Now be honest, I know sometimes these things are hard to admit to ourselves. I try so hard to be an H-word person, and sometimes I end up being a C-word person. I get it, I understand, I really do. 20 years ago, when I was in college, I was on the diving team. My first year, I focused on the 1 meter board, and I learned to twist and flip my way. I would hit that water with pretty good precision. My second year, my coach challenged me to get on that 3 meter board. Have you ever jumped off or rolled off that 3 meter board? The thing is tall. I would get up there and I would be shaking, trying to hold my nervousness. Okay, I remember the approach, and I would try it. Ah! Boosh! I would crash every time. Over and over I would crash. Finally, I went to my coach. Coach, I can't. It's just too tall. I think I want to swim instead of dive. It is possible. You just haven't yet. You can swim if you want, but only after our trip. About a week later, our team took a trip to Florida to practice with other teams in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. We walked in the first day, and I will always remember it. The 10-meter platform. What? No, Coach, I can't. It's possible. You just haven't yet. When it came to me my turn, I stood behind this giant platform and started to climb. And climb. And I climbed some more. I finally got up on top of this massive structure. I felt like an antenna sticking high up into the sky. The pool was open, and so I felt the breeze blow over my body. Is there even water down there? Okay. Hello, hello, hello. But then I saw my coach off to the side, encouraging me. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And I jumped, ploosh, and I hit the water. I cut through the air and plunged into that water. I jumped off of that platform a couple times that day, and it felt phenomenal. In that moment, I rewrote the story in my mind about what was possible. We went back to college a few days later. I went back to that 3-meter board and didn't feel that tall anymore. Over the next few days, I had a few dives and with pretty good precision. But in that process, now I eventually chose to swim rather than dive, but in that process, I became an H-word person. Before that trip, I simply hadn't yet. What story in your mind do you need to rewrite for what's possible for you? Many years later, I found myself at a karaoke night in Albuquerque. Isn't it magical, though, how music can bond people together? Now, of the talents that I have, singing in key really isn't one of them. But have you ever daydreamed about being on stage, performing a song, and having a crowd sing along? I can admit it, I've had a dream like that a time or two. I'm sitting at the bar that night, listening to the local talent, and the bartender looks over and says, "When are you going to get up there?" "Oh, no, I can't." "Come on, go for it." I walk over to the DJ, think, what song? And then it hit me, the song that my teacher friends and I used to sing at a Friday at happy hour back in New York after a long week of teaching. I wrote down the title and I gave it to the DJ, and then I sat down waiting. Okay. And then I heard the note starting of the song, and I walked towards the stage with a microphone. Do this? But then I noticed that the crowd, they knew the song. And then all of a sudden it happened, and da-di-da-di-da-di-da. And I invited everyone to raise their drinks with me. And I'll invite you, raise your imaginary drinks with me and sway with me the night that we all did. Da-da-di-da-da-da-da. I even took the microphone to people and we sang the lyrics together. Off key, of course. But for the next 4 minutes, we had so much fun. We did our best rendition of The Piano Man, and it was a blast. I walked back to the bar, and the bartender gave me a nod. Did I just do that? Whoa. Again, I rewrote the story of what was possible. Before that night, I simply hadn't yet. Whew. What story in your mind are you thinking about right now? As Toastmasters, we have an excellent opportunity to meet and listen to other great speakers. We invite people into our clubs. And people might say to us, speak in front of a group of people? Oh, no, I can't do that. Maybe now you'll have a new response for them and say, it is possible. You just haven't yet. I remember my first Toastmaster conference, sitting in a speech contest thinking, whoa, what great speakers and ideas. I can't do that. One of my mentors was sitting next to me, somehow reading my mind, and said, it's possible. You just haven't yet. What adventures are you hoping to go on in your life? What career accomplishments are you dreaming about? Do you catch yourself thinking, oh, I can't do that? We all start as C-word people. Find a coach and a mentor. With the right support, you can become an H-word person. Tell yourself, it's possible. I just haven't yet. Say it with me now. It's possible. I just haven't yet. Mr. Toastmaster.